This was kind of funny, by the way. Here's a video from the Sanders campaign. It's Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez talking about Bernie Sanders in very glowing terms.
It wasn't until I heard of a man by the name of Bernie Sanders that I began to question and assert and recognize my inherent value as a human being that deserves health care, housing, education, and a living wage.
Now, okay, wait a second. You didn't think you had inherent value as a human being until you heard Bernie Sanders? Really? That is the saddest thing I've ever heard. I really might start weeping over it. I mean, I was at the gas station a few days ago, and I saw someone in the back of the gas station playing a slot machine video game. And I thought that was the saddest thing I'd ever seen until I saw this video, because this might actually beat it. Listen, if you're learning anything at all about life or yourself from a politician, that's a very bad sign. And it also makes me question your fitness for office. AOC is a member of Congress, but she only discovered that she's human when she heard Bernie Sanders. Well, when was that? I think that's a fair question. Now, granted, Sanders has been in office since the first Continental Congress, so who knows when she first heard Bernie Sanders speak. But I'm wondering when it was that AOC had this Bernie-induced revelation. I think we need to know that. Also, what did she think before she heard Bernie Sanders? Did she think that she had no value as a person? So she thought she had no value as a person. She turned on the TV, saw Bernie Sanders waving his hands wildly and screaming about millionaires and billionaires. And that's when she had this eureka moment and said, oh, wow, I think I do have value. That's very, very strange and very sad. And it's also this cult of personality. I talk about it all the time, this cult of personality around politicians. It's always sad and pathetic and un-American. And you don't just see it on the left. There's a cult of personality around Donald Trump. You got a cult of personality around Bernie Sanders. There's a cult of personality around Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez herself. So, she's in the Bernie Sanders cult, but she's got her own sort of splinter cult going on. All of this is just way off base. Okay, politicians are politicians. They're not spiritual gurus. They're not prophets. They're also not rock stars that we should be fans of. They're politicians. They're representatives, supposedly, of the people. They are supposedly our employees. They work for us. That's the way it's supposed to be. And I think we would do very well to keep that in mind with how we look at these people and talk about them. Thank you for tuning into the Daily Wire, one of the fastest growing conservative media outlets in the entire country. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and a subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of our content.